Debit cards work differently than credit cards because with debit cards, as soon as you swipe the card, money leaves your bank account. With a credit card, when you swipe the card, money leaves your credit card's account, but it doesn't actually leave your bank account. And so if somebody grabs a hold of your card and they swipe, you want to know what's happening with your money and you want to make sure you're protecting your money. So if I diagram it out, this is kind of how it works. This is your debit card right here. This is your credit card. Your debit card is linked directly to your bank. So as soon as you swipe your debit card, money leaves your bank and it goes to whatever store or merchant you're shopping at. With a credit card, as soon as you swipe your credit card, money leaves your credit card company and it goes to whatever store or merchant you're shopping at. And at the end of the month, that's when your credit card company will take money out of your bank, assuming you have auto pay on. If not, then you got to send a check into your credit card company, or you're going to have to physically do this transfer money from your bank to your credit card company. But you have this third party intermediary right here. And so if somebody grabs a hold of your debit card, your credit card, or you lose your card somewhere and somebody starts swiping money, if they take it out of here, well, now the money has already left your bank account. And so let's say you have $2,000 in your bank account. The rest of your money's invested, or maybe you only have $2,000. Doesn't really matter. You got $2,000 in your bank account. Somebody grabs a hold of your credit card and now they go shopping. And now they spent $2,500 with your card. Here, if they spent $2,500, now your bank balance is negative $500. And now you gotta pay overdraft fees, and now you have to fight your bank to get your money back because the money has already left your account. If you have a newer debit card that has some sort of fraud protection, because not all debit cards have the best fraud protection, and not too long ago, debit card fraud protection used to suck. Now debit card fraud protection has gotten better. But if somebody is spending money through your debit card and your money has already left your bank, now you have to fight to get your money back. And it can be a little while for you to get your money back. So now you don't have any money to spend because all of your money is gone. Here with a credit card, if you have, let's say, $2,000 in the bank, same situation, and then somebody spends $2,500 on your credit card, and this is assuming that your limit can support $2,500. If you spend $2,500 on your credit card, now what you can do is say, hey, credit card company, I didn't spend this $2,500. Somebody else stole my card and they spent this money, so please return this money back to me. So you file this fraud protection claim, your credit card company is going to reverse the transaction, and then they're going to remove it from your credit card statement, and this money never leaves your account. And so now your credit card company is the one that's fighting to get that money back, versus here, you are the one fighting to get your money back. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I learned this the hard and expensive way. Before Minority Mindset, I was working on some other projects, some other side businesses. And before, I used to only believe in debit cards and cash because I was so scared of credit cards and going into credit card debt, and I wanted to avoid that, so I only used debit cards and cash. Well, I was working on this project and I hired this company, or I bought some products from this company, and I paid them, I think, $3,500, and I paid them with my debit card. And the products that I bought never came. And this company stopped responding to me, so I called out my debit card company, that way I could request my money back. I called up the debit card company and they said, sorry, we can't help you. We can only give you this type of fraud protection if you use a credit card. So that $3,500 had already left my bank account. I didn't get any products back, and now I was the one fighting to get my money back. But because it already left my account and because this debit card didn't give me any fraud protection, I didn't get my money back because it had already left my bank. And so if I had to use a credit card, now the money would have been in my credit card statement, and now I would have told my credit card company, hey, I didn't get the products that I paid for, so I want to get my money back. My credit card company would have reversed the transaction. They would have gone after the vendor, the merchant, to get their money back, and I would have had that transaction reversed here, so the money would have not left my bank account. And so the difference between a credit card and a debit card is with the debit card, you are directly linked to your bank. As soon as you swipe money, this money is gone. If somebody else gets a hold of your card and they swipe, now you have to fight to get your money back. Here, when you swipe, the money is removed by a third-party intermediary, your credit card company. So if somebody else is swiping your card, these are the people that are gonna have to fight to get the money back, because this kind of acts like a shield between you and your bank. Now, of course, if you spend too much money here, then you're gonna lose here. But if you know how to spend your money the right way, then you're only gonna spend money here that you would normally buy with cash. So assuming you're spending money the right way, then this kind of acts as a shield. That way your money is protected and not a key to your bank account like a debit card is. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be that your debit card or credit card goes into the wrong hands. Let's say you go somewhere and you buy something for $22.13. And they ring you up and you think you're paying $22.13, but the cashier accidentally in the machine writes $2,213. They put the decimal in the wrong place. And you ask them to just throw away the receipt. So you don't actually see how much money you paid because you throw away the receipt. I do that all the time. And so now you swipe your card, you pay $2,213, but you only got $2,000 in your bank account. If you use your debit card, well now, again, you have no money in the bank and you're gonna have to pay overdraft fees for the credit card company. All you gotta do is say, hey, I didn't spend that much money. I only spent $22.13. Now, the store, the vendor is probably gonna issue your money back pretty quickly, and they're gonna probably hopefully give you an apology. But at the same time, here, you don't get affected that much because a credit card company can reverse that transaction very quickly and the money had never left your bank. Here, it might take you a week to get that money back. And you got to worry about those overdraft fees. And so if you have to go out and spend money somewhere else, you got no money in the account because it had left because of someone else's mistake. Your debit card is kind of like a key directly to your bank account, versus here, your credit card doesn't link directly to your bank account. It has to go through this third-party intermediary first. And so you can protect your bank account from fraudulent transactions by having an intermediary here. That way, if something wrong was to happen, you make your credit card company fight for the money. That way you don't have to be the one fighting to get your money back. But that's not the only benefit you get, because credit card companies reward you with free cash, free rewards, free trips, if you know how to spend your money the right way. The way credit cards work is like this. Let's say I'm gonna draw you right here with a beautiful mustache, or for our female followers, I'm gonna draw you a braid, or as we call it in my native language, Punjabi, a gut. So you got your nice mustache or your braid, and you go over to Chipotle because you're hungry, and you get yourself a burrito bowl with a side of extra guac. So this costs you $10. Chipotle says your order is $10. You have a couple options here. You can give them cash, you can give them debit, or you can give them credit. And so if you give them cash, you get Chipotle $10, they give you a burrito bowl. If you pay with debit, you give them your debit card, this money automatically leaves your bank account, Chipotle gives you a burrito bowl. With credit, you give Chipotle your credit card, they swipe, your credit card company gives them $10. At the end of the month, you give your credit card company $10, and Chipotle gives you a burrito bowl. But the thing that makes credit cards interesting is because your credit card company is going to charge Chipotle money for swiping your card. So your credit card company might charge Chipotle 3%. And so if we're talking about 3% of $10, we're talking about 30 cents. So 30 cents of your transactions go directly to your credit card company. And then what your credit card company does is they're going to offer you rewards, cash back, rewards, trips, perks, whatever it is. They're going to give you some rewards for swiping with their card. They might pay you 1.5%. And so in this case, if your credit card company is paying you 1.5% in points or cash back every time you swipe your card, that means your credit card company is going to give you 15 cents for spending $10. So you go to Chipotle, you spend $10 to get your burrito bowl plus some extra guac. Chipotle is going to have to pay your credit card company 30 cents. And if you pay your credit card balance off in full every single month, your credit card company is going to give you some of these fees back right here, 15 cents in the form of cash back, rewards, perks, whatever. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you gotta do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.